Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, hope you are all well and thriving and surviving out there in these mean streets of this thing called life. That was supposed to uplift the people. I don't know if it did. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Receipts podcast.
Hello. Do
you know what's so funny? Every time, before we start the intro, we're like, oh, what number is it? And we never really even say the number.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you
Episode 267, people.
Episode 267, because I made such a point of finding it out. This is episode 267 of the Receipts podcast. We are back and better than ever.
Hey. Definitely not better than ever.
Thriving and surviving. We're out here. Out here. How are you? How is everybody?
I'm all right. Hi, everyone. It's your girl, Tolly T.
And just call me Audrey.
I would like to start the podcast by giving my utmost respect, salute, highlight, and love to the Louvre heist people. The people who stole the jewelry from the Louvre.
Yeah, you don't give a damn.
There is nothing I respect more than a victimless crime. I love
quite
it.
High as well,
Inject it into my veins. I rate it highly. I think it is incredible. They stole jewelry worth over $88 million, says the prosecutor, in broad daylight. Not a single person was hurt. It was victimless. It was seamless. And it was actually perfection. And I would like to hail you and say that there is nothing I respect more than what you've done. And every bit of information I know about this, I have gone to research because of my appreciation for your skill set. Wow, what a wonder. If you know anything about me, I'm a little bit obsessed with people who do heist. All of them, East London man, rate it highly. Every single person that's tried to rob a diamond, hold tight you. Because hold tight you for robbing something that was already robbed.
Exactly, just stealing back the things.
Victimless, seamless, perfection. Bring back old school victimless crimes. Men are working again, and that's what I love about this. Finally, the men are working.
Or even if it's a side hustle, because I'm pretty sure these people are still living their normal lives.
We're underestimating it because I watch a lot of these documentaries about these heists. You lot think they just woke up and they go, let's go hit up the Louvre. There's months of preparation.
Yeah, there has to be. You
There's
have to
meetups.
All there's
escape plans where we're gonna we're gonna come out through this exit. Okay, they've got to visit it and see the layout. Have you ever been to the Louvre?
I think I have, but it was many years ago.
You have to rate anybody who even finds their way around that.
Yeah, exactly, because that's amazing itself.
It's confusing, it's busy, it's packed. If you can figure out a strategic plan to maneuver around that whilst stealing, come on, man. We have given the wrong people power.
No, it's actually true. But it's always the way, though, because I was on Drunk Women Solving Crime. Everybody go listen to the episode. And we basically unpacked a case about this guy who was doing basically doing scamming people, but on all different angles and all different, he was doing it credit card fraud. He was scamming innocent people. And the thing is, he obviously was very talented because he was able to he was able to convince all of these people to buy into his schemes.
Yeah.
But people that have those gifts, they never do it for good.
Of course not.
They always do it for bad. But I'm like, would it land if you try to do it for good?
Probably
if you
not.
try to use do you know what I mean? When does doing good ever benefit anybody?
Because the thing with the heist, anyway, the ones I watch, the ones I'm invested in, right? It's normally working class East Londoner men who do it. Every documentary I've watched anyway. And no, it's good on the world because the thing is, you're looking down at these men. You're not considering their skill set. You don't value what it is because they don't have education as we know it, right? But you don't do you know what it is to be that intricate? I'm enamored by them. I can't wait for them to show their faces because I'm like, wow, congratulations. Broad daylight.
And the thing is, I feel like that's the power play as well, the unassumingness of it all. Do you know what I mean? People are not, they're going to underestimate you all the time. They're going to think that, as if, whatever. And there you are, you're doing it. Did you ever watch Lupin?
I never watched Lupin because I just...
It's the only thing I watch with subtitles.
Because you just can't convince me that big black man is walking around France on Detected.
Yeah. But his wigs and stuff and his disguises were kind of good.
Come on.
No, but I think the whole thing with Lupin, is the magic in it because it does, the whole thing is based on this magician that he's obsessed with. And I think the whole message, oh my God, I uncovered the deeper message behind Lupin. I'm so fucking smart. I think the deeper message is, to your point, is doing things in broad daylight. Like being, what is the phrase? Like hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
I think if you hide in, I think when you do too much to disguise yourself or whatever, you often draw more attention to yourself. And often what Lupin would do is he would do something mad and then just literally put on a higher vis jacket and just pretend to be sweeping the streets.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? So everybody would just like walk, no one would even, and like these times his face is plastered on the news, like this is the man we're looking for.
Yeah.
But everyone in their mind is trying to find this obscure creature that's hiding in the darkness. No, he is amongst you guys. Like the person you're looking for is amongst you. So I feel like it's the same thing with people that rob and they just do it in plain sight because no one is going to think that you're that mad.
And also, it's like they didn't get caught till 2 days later, right?
Yeah, but what is people's intentions when they still...
Diamonds, melt it down and sell it, or sell it to
That's
like,
a lot of what, I'm sorry, I don't think
yeah,
I'm
that's
do
what
that.
I'm saying. You're not bad, you're not gang.
No, that's not it.
That's the thing.
If
You want a quick fix.
want
You want
a
to like
quick,
you want to like rob from H&M and sell it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even want
no.
to sell. I want money. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm like, that's too much work. I don't want to do that. Like, if I'm gonna do high risk crime like that,
Yeah.
I want immediate gratification. So I want to go to the bank and actually go to the place that prints the money and just take that. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to do all of
And
that.
then the whole
too
thing
much
is
work.
like the people are complaining about it's like, oh, they're stolen from French heritage. 2 of the jewelries were given by Napoleon's
please.
wives.
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a fuck. Napoleon and his wives have died.
But the thing is, why is it okay for them to steal stuff and then no, someone else can't steal? Like, why is it, do you know what I mean? Like, why was it not thievery when they did it, but it's theft when these guys in East London do it?
And if you catch them 2 days later, that jewelry's long gone.
Yeah,
Because the thing is, not only like when I watch the docs, not only do they plan their heist, they plan whoever it's going to. That's already aligned. They've already told
sorted.
the person that is coming here, you're going to get it on this date, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, the lineup is already secure.
There's a whole operation.
And they're aware that they're going to, a lot of them think, yeah, I might get caught, whatever. They'll do about like 20 years in jail or whatever from the ones I watch. Because every single one I watch, the person who stole was out talking. So they're still like, and even today, some of them, they're like, oh, I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't know where it went. Come on.
I mean, come on. That's
men are working. Men are working and they're working logically with statistics, with road mapping. Nobody was hurt. The only person I feel sorry for is the head of security.
Yeah,
because what a day.
Oh,
what a day.
What a day. God
Even
forbid
before
someone naps for 5
even
minutes.
before they say, can we come in and have a chat? I would have just gone home. Like as soon as I knew what happened, before anyone calls me for a chat, I'd be like, oh, I'm off, guys. I'll see you later. Like I'm just going to pack my things and go home because what's the point?
Being blacklisted from security.
And you can't even put it on your CV like head of security in the
actually
Louvre because it's just like, buddy, we know what happened.
Yeah, you actually cannot. Were you working on the day of this thing? You'd have to change the date.
Yeah.
You have to change the dates. I was there from 2020 to 2022.
And the thing is, we haven't heard of a heist in a while. It felt like such an old school crime. You haven't heard about it.
Yeah, I'm not
especially
mad at
because
a
of the
heist.
world of like CCTVs and cameras and all of that. You think broad daylight they did this.
No,
so I'm assuming people were around. Nobody got hurt.
That's beautiful, man. That is a
round of applause. Round of applause to them. I can wrap up this whole podcast here. That's all I came to the studio to say.
No,
I hope they hear this message or their family members hear it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure they've got a family member that listens. But that reminds me, there's this film, because it's like this old film with Macaulay Culkin called Getting Even with Dad. It's such a good film, and they don't make films like that because, oh my gosh, R.I.P. Diane Keaton, Because
I know, I really like her. I really like her.
She reminds me of that era
kind of
good afternoon matinee family films. We don't have those anymore. Like, I'm so bored of fucking remakes and adaptions and blah, blah, blah. Like, back in the day, I feel like in the 90s, there were so many films based on like, it could just be anything, but they were
just
really
like
good
feel
films,
good and family.
Films,
yeah.
And so this film called Getting Even with Dad, it's kind of obscure, but it's with Macaulay Culkin and Ted Danson. I fucking love that film. Ted Danson, sorry. So basically, Macaulay Culkin like doesn't really see his dad. They've got a bit of an estranged relationship. And you know, in like 90s films, there's a day where the mum is like, go live with your dad.
Just go out.
Go live with your dad. So he turns 12, but his dad is a professional like burglar. Professional thief. And so him and his friends, and there's like the dopey friend and the friend that's like a bit more clued on or whatever, they plan a heist to steal some statue or something that's worth millions. But then in the middle of them planning the heist, his ex-wife comes and leaves Macaulay Culkin to come stay with him.
For God's sake.
That's like, listen.
Dad is working. Men are working. What the fuck, man?
Men are working. Yeah. And then the next thing his ex-wife is like, listen, he's
fuck you and fuck this kid, man.
She's literally like, I'm going with my new man. We're going on a road trip and I can't take him with me. He's staying with you. And he's like, just bring him back in 2 weeks. Like, in 2 weeks, I'll have all the time in the world. Yeah. But then basically, so he's like, listen, I'm doing this thing. I'm busy. He doesn't tell him what he's doing, but he's like, I'm kind of busy, so I'm not going to have much time for you, but just keep yourself occupied. But Macaulay Culkin finds out what he's doing, and then he basically interrupts the heist.
That's the kind of kid I would be. I would be.
So he films
like,
them.
Please, can I come?
He films them like planning the operation, and then he basically blackmails him, and he's like, if you don't fucking spend time with me over
I'm
summer,
going to the police. Imagine the state of your relationship with your father. You have to be like, if you don't spend time with me, I'm telling the police you're planning to steal.
No, that's literally what he does.
That you're a robber.
And he's like, I've got this long list of places I want to go. You better take me every day, and we're gonna have fun.
I'm gonna go on the roller coaster, and you're gonna laugh.
He's like, I've videotaped you. And your boy is planning the thing. I've put it in a bag and I've sent it to a friend, and I'm going to call my friend every day with a code word. If I don't call my friend with a code word, he knows to go to the police. It is such a good
Did the
film.
dad end up loving the time he spent with his kid, of course?
And then in the end, he had to make the decision between, like,
heist
do I
of the
want to
kid.
risk prison or, like, be a good dad kind of thing? And it's like, who fucking comes up with that shit? Like,
Did he
that
pick
is-
be a good dad?
Yeah, he did.
Men
He
are
did.
not working. Boo. Boo. Men are not working.
But the way he tried to sell it, like, listen, the reason why I want to rob this place and steal this statue is because I'm going to sell it. And then I want to, like, start up my own chain of, like, cake shops, because he also had the skill of, like, decorating cakes. He could decorate cakes.
Look,
And
no
that was his
robber
passion.
doesn't have ulterior plans. They don't want to rob their whole life. They just want to kickstart, like a GoFundMe.
No, that's
but
basically
in
what he
heist.
wanted. That's basically what he wanted. Like, but it's such a good film. It just reminds me of that when you were talking about heist. But Getting Even with Dad, it's an old school from the 90s. It's so good.
I don't know why I think heist is it's the drama of
Yeah.
it. It's the everyday like
It's the audacity for me.
time in my life have I sat there and been like, yo, let's go
to House of
steal from the
Parliament.
British Museum. Like, yo, like imagine just sitting with your friends having a drink and they're like, well, someone's just like, you know, do you think we should just go steal
should
from
we just try
the
to?
British Museum? And normally everyone would be like, idiot.
I wouldn't even know where do
But
we
the
even
fact that you
begin?
managed to gather all those people to be like, yeah,
We're on it
actually,
too.
let's do it. I think is crazy. Do you have a friend that you think would start a good cult?
A good cult?
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't think so, actually.
I do. I think Jacob Banks will start. If there was
Someone was
anybody.
like, why hasn't he come on the show?
Oh, did I want him on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Let's ask him.
Yeah.
If this is someone that was going to be like, hey, I'm going to start, because he'll have an idea and he'll manage to get everyone to like, one day he'll just wake up to be like, hey, let none of us live here anymore. Let's all live in the same area. And somehow
It starts
everybody
off
will like
small.
follow. Hey, let all of us do this thing. And everyone's like, actually, yeah, great idea. That man will start a cult without anyone realizing.
I feel like you have to be quite an alluring character to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and he definitely gives alluring character. And I think you have to be a leader. You have to have leader-like qualities.
Yeah, to
Like,
convince
do you
people
know what
of
I mean?
it. Yeah.
It starts there. And people kind of have to like respect you, because it's like, okay, if he's on it, then this must be a good thing.
I think if I've got a thing I'm sure about, I can be convincing.
Oh, yeah.
I just need to be sure about it. Yeah. If I'm like, no, I'm sure about this thing, even if it's risky and maybe I'm not that sure about it, I can convince people to be like, no, trust me.
Trust
it is
me
a
on this
great
one.
idea. It'll be absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But I think he can start a really good cult.
I see that, actually.
I think
see
that would be a good
nowadays,
shout. I
though.
think that'd be a great shout for him. Anyway, how's your week been? What's been happening?
Yeah, my week's been good, you know. My week has been good. I'm trying to think what I've been up to. I haven't been up to anything remotely interesting, but I have been keeping an eye on the streets and what the people are talking about. Have you seen, well, it was only yesterday, but Keisha Kioya and Gucci Mane did an interview.
Gucci Mane?
Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane did an interview on Breakfast Club yesterday, and I learned something. So I had no idea. So basically, they came on there to promote. He's got this new book out called Episodes, where he's talking about his mental health, and I had no idea that he's been clinically diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar.
Oh, wow.
And so, you know, Keisha Kale was on there and they were just talking about like his journey and like some really, really bad episodes that he had back in the day. That like, because no one knew about it, no one knew that he was actually having mental health episodes.
Yeah.
They just thought, he was just being sort of like, you know, an obnoxious rapper and doing all the bravado, and just no one thought of it as, nah, this is not normal. Because he used to like go on, and I didn't really know because I'm not invested in Gucci Mane like that, really. So I wasn't really too familiar. I knew he was kind of like a problematic person, but what rapper isn't, you know?
Yeah.
So he would go on all these tirades and start talking about people in the industry and saying mad things. And now fast forward, like obviously he'd gone to jail. he's come out, he's a better man, to the point where people thought he was a clone of himself. Like people
like, there's no way this is a real
him.
person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's so, he's really turned his life around, and he basically credits Keisha with, a lot of his well-being now and all the rest of it. And so she was just talking about it in depth, and it was actually mad. There were so many things. So I was like, first of all, you could have never told me this was going on, because the way they've been sort of like hailed as this, like, they are the epitome of like our ride or die. Like she rode out, and we always hear every 2 to 3 years it comes out on Twitter, oh, what is your girl doing? Because Keisha Kayor flipped 2 million to 8 billion when he was locked up, and they're always like.
Side note, can we go back to how we would be able to flip that kind of money,
bro?
But let's hit this
that one. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. Yeah, so people are always talking about. So they've always been held to this standard of like, yeah, she did this for him. She's a proper ride or die. She held him down in jail. She looked after his money. She flipped it. And obviously they had that really big lavish wedding as well. And I think the wedding would like cost millions or whatever. And so I just always like, obviously I know no one's perfect, but I just really thought that they had it. Like I had no idea that she was dealing with all of this stuff, like pertaining to his mental health behind the scenes. And she talked about it and just said that, when he has episodes, he becomes a very dark person. Like he says very nasty things, like really like, almost like abusive things. Yeah. And like she'd have to like calm him down. And it got to a point where he was so bad, she literally had to stage an intervention where she had to just get bare like security guards or whatever to physically pin him down and take him to the hospital. And he'd been hospitalized. And I really rated it because she was talking about hospital, and she was talking about like he's on medication and all of this stuff for his schizophrenia and his bipolar. And I thought it was like a really riveting interview. I thought it was really interesting. She talked about like Kanye and how she wanted to reach out to Kim because she was going through the same sort of thing, and they wanted to like talk about like how you deal with someone in the public eye, and how like what she would do is she would have to take his phone, because when he was manic, he would go on Instagram and start tweeting and start writing. And I remember years ago, there was this thing with Angela Yee where he accused her of like trying to move to him in an interview, and then he put it out there, and it was really nasty, and it caused a lot of friction on the Breakfast Club, because he was like, no, Angela Yee was trying to fuck and blah, blah, blah. And I wonder now, like, was he having an episode? Because she always was like, no, that did not happen. Like, why are you lying on me? And it was really like a contentious thing, but he hasn't like apologized to her or whatever. But then on the interview, he had apologized to the people that he talked about in these tweets. So I was like, oh no, this is really interesting. Like I had no idea that they were going through that. But then of course I saw the commentary on it, and people are actually very, like, people are actually mad, like people are like, I saw one TikTok and this girl was like, we all know that schizophrenia is demonic or something. And she was just like, we all know that's a spiritual attack if someone has schizophrenia. And I was just like, people are out here like sharing their experiences, trying to like impart knowledge onto these things that like are still like kind of taboo. Like when it comes to those particular mental health issues, like I don't know much about it, but I feel like it is a little bit like demonized in a way. And like there's a really like negative stigma attached, and you're out here calling it a demonic attack. And then people were saying that no, Keisha Kayor is his handler. She's actually his handler. She's there to control him. He's going to end up in a conservatorship, and he's not the same person. And like all these conspiracy theories off of the back of like people sharing like what I felt. My initial thing was like, this is very real. Like I think it's so dope that he's talking about it, that he's taking accountability, that he's explaining like, past behaviours and stuff like from back in the day, which again, I didn't even bat an eyelid when I would see these tweets, because he was saying really nasty things. Like he was saying things about certain women in the industry. I think he talked about like Keisha Cole, and he talked about Nicki Minaj, and just talking about how he wants to fuck them and how he wants to run a train on them, and all sorts of really misogynistic, I think people will
believe anything, but hey, your body has chemicals, and sometimes they're a bit off, and sometimes your body doesn't do what it is. Like as in like there is actually a very reasonable, believable thing that like your body is full of chemicals that sometimes work. There is a reason why, like, sometimes people feel really depressed because they're not producing serotonin. Like they're not actually producing anything in their body to give them joy. It's actually like a chemical thing. It's not a thing of like the devil has now come to attack them. Yeah, like there might be people that have like religious things and be like, God can help this. I mean, many religious leaders are like, yeah, pray, do what you need to do. Also go see a doctor.
Yeah, you can do all of those things
like,
simultaneously.
do both of it, right? Like, because then it's not like, oh, this or the other, or it's this thing or it's that thing. So I people's reluctance is just, I think it's to make themselves feel like they are better. It's make themselves feel like, well, I don't have this because, I'm cemented in my faith. I'm cemented in this thing. There are people who are very cemented in their faith and still go through this just because of the makeup of their body. It is literally by virtue of the chemicals in their body, which just means they are not able to create this or create whatever chemicals needed for happiness. People are having hallucinations. They're having delusions. It's like, it's a medical... And I think it's got to a point, I think when many things are mental, if this schizophrenia was a physical ailment, right? If it was like, I don't know, when you have schizophrenia, your arm falls off and it deattaches, people believe it straight away to be like, oh my God, yeah, this is a thing. But when things are mental, there's this kind of people can't understand it because I think there's a very big difference between empathy and sympathy, right? And I think what a lot of people lack is the empathy. Because sympathy is that like, oh, I feel sorry for you. Like, oh, poor you. Empathy is that like,
I
feel you like shit, like as in this is actually making me feel away because I can like, I not only understand you, I think sympathy is like, oh, I see you, like poor you. And I feel you, like raw, like I can feel what you're talking about, what you're talking about is making me feel away. And I think people just lack it.
Yeah.
There's just a lack of
really
it
do.
and there's a lack of trying to understand something that is far away from their own world, which I'm just really like, you're just idiots.
Yeah,
like,
I do think that it's like the lack of empathy is mad. And
Yeah.
it's like that in conjunction with this whole thing of like conspiracy theory spreading like wildfire now. Because when I watched that, my initial thing was, whoa, they've really been going through it behind the scenes. And I'm so glad that, you know, a rapper, a black man is talking, because we all know black men don't talk about their mental health. And here we've got someone who is like revered, you know what I mean? Like,
and also like a hood guy, right? Like it's not even like
like literally a hood
because they hate listening to
guy.
educated men.
Exactly.
They hate when
exactly. You
educated
don't
men
want to
talk.
listen to the nerds, quote unquote nerds. You don't want to listen to the educated men. They're all simps.
You don't listen to
But
lecturers.
This is someone that
you don't
is
want to
like,
listen to the nerds.
you know, this is someone that
He's been to jail, guys.
Exactly,
He's cool.
He's cool. Exactly. He's literally been to jail.
He
And
wears jewelry, guys.
And to contribute to what you were
Fucking
saying
idiots.
about the physical stuff, he also talks about all the drugs that he took and how that's fucked up his mind, like as in like recreational drugs, and how he was so like, what he was promoting at the time was lean. Remember that era of like lean and all the rappers were drinking lean, and he was like,
and like syrup and it was like a
syrup
normal
and all of that,
thing.
exactly,
So
and that was normalized,
weird.
and he was at the forefront of that of that movement kind of thing, and talking about like his, you know, his lean gut and all the rest of it. And he was saying he was high, like he was literally taking so much lean, he was taking so many pills, and he even talked about like the sort of difference between like how like rap glamorized lean and a certain type of drugs, but you would
What
never
was
like
lean?
you would it's just cough syrup.
And then you have it with 7-Up.
Yeah, mixed with 7-Up, but like a whole thing of cough syrup. I don't even want to take cough syrup when I've got a cough, let alone just to enjoy it. Bro, that is actually
fiend
mad.
was like, I need something, and
I
they
don't
found
know
cough syrup.
where that thing started. I do not know where that.
No,
thing
maybe
started,
any, and also sorry, 7-Up. Any other
exactly,
lemonade?
any other lemonade.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, exactly. So he was just talking about how he has guilt, because even when he got his ice cream thing tattooed on his face, he was saying that was a cry for help, and he was in the middle of an episode, but the record label was like, "You're a revolutionary, man." Like,
Ice cream on your face, fuck,
like,
man.
They were like, "Oh, you're a genius." They called him a genius. They called it like, you know, the most amazing market employee, and he was just like, said that he was crying out for help. And
Do you know what that makes me think about as well? And the whole time you were talking, and let me know if you agree on this point, right? I think for the sake of community and education and whatever, we have to accept the internet is not a safe space, and some conversations shouldn't be had there. Some conversations need to be had in real life. They need to be had together in a bar. They need to be had to like on a street corner somewhere. They need to be had with people just chilling in a house. Some conversation, as much as we're like, it's like the internet obviously has a greater and higher reach, but I do think we have to realize that for the sake of community and understanding, the internet is not a safe space, and some conversation just shouldn't happen there.
It isn't. And unfortunately, that's never going to happen, where it's not going to be a thing. But I think the understanding of that needs to be at the forefront. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the understanding that the internet is not a safe space.
It's not a safe space.
There's too many varying opinions. There's too many conflicting opinions. There's people that are committed to being contrarian.
Yep.
There's people that are committed
to misunderstanding you.
misunderstanding. There's people that are committed to actually finding the negative. Because like I said, I interpreted that as, wow, Keisha K.O. is a very supportive wife. And like for me, like, I didn't even want to necessarily even talk about all of that stuff. I wanted to talk about like how she has held it down for him, like, and how the kind of strength that it takes, and like, when is it enough? Because I guess we've got two examples. Like Kim was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. And Keisha was like, I will never leave you. She was like, he needs me. And Charlemagne even asked her, like, what do you do to protect yourself? What do you do to make sure that you're not internalizing all of this stuff that you're taking on by, you know, being so heavily involved in like his well-being? She couldn't even answer the question. She literally like answered the question completely different, and he had to bring it back and be like, but what do you do?
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm a strong woman. She literally was like, I'm a very strong woman. I hold it down. Like, you know, she alluded to the fact that like she's a Caribbean woman. This is what we do. We hold our partners down to the bitter end. And it's so mad, yeah, because all of that was going on, and I was rating her, and I was also like, this is a lot. It feels like
I hope she has good friends and community.
It feels like
a
lot to take on, especially when she was saying about how nasty he can get, how she can kind of anticipate when an episode is coming on and how she has to like jump in and catch it. And like, she said that she is here to fix him. And I was just like, where is the like, I guess it's like, where is the end point of that? Like, at what point do you say like, I can't do this enough? Or like, as a wife, is it your duty? Because people are now like, oh no, like she's mad, it can never be me, blah, blah, blah. And there's always going to be that camp that do that. But at what point can people be in a serious relationship, cohabiting, whatever, married, and be like, no, for me, it is till death do us part. And then you've got all these voices that are like, you're mad for putting up with that. Like, it could never be me. And then I saw this meme, yeah, that was like, don't let Keisha K fool you into staying with a mentally unstable man. And I was just like,
I think the fact that like he's seeking help and getting help is a big part of it, right? And he wants to help himself. And also, it's not that this man is just waking up and being mean to me because he's just a bastard, right? He's she understands what's going on. He's been diagnosed, and she's like, okay, cool, I'm going to see you through this. And this is a decision that she's made. And there's many women who've probably made that decision. They just don't think about it. But yeah, I just don't think some conversations can be held online.
Yeah, because because for some people are really progressive in the conversation about mental health and understanding that like, yeah, it's not a straightforward thing. For some people, it's very much chemical, you know, whatever the case may be, they need to go to hospital, they need to be diagnosed. And I love that she spoke about that, because I was worried, because of that kind of like armor that she wears, I was worried that she was going to be like, no, like you must stay with a man and just hold him down and kind of take it. But she kept on referring to the fact that we're going to the hospital. And do you know what I mean? And I thought that was and people are completely missing that point, and they're acting as though she was saying that she is the cure. She's the only person that can cure, and it was none of that. Like, you people are like, your critical thinking was not there, or you're just not listening to what this woman is saying, kind of thing. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, I'm glad that he had the conversation. Like, I'm glad that he talked about it on such a big platform, because yeah, like, who the hell would have known? But yeah, some people are just not having it. They're just like, nope, like, that ain't for me. And also fair, like, if you feel like you don't have that in you, like, and you don't want to do that, then you absolutely shouldn't. And I also feel like when it comes to relationships, especially heterosexual relationships, I think it's this idea now that's being permeated that is, a man wouldn't do it for you. And I think that people are really leading with that. It's like, women talk about these things quite publicly, but a man would never. I remember, what was that woman's name? Something B. Smith. There's this, I think her name is B. Smith, and she was basically this famous black like chef and like a lifestyle kind of guru before before Instagram. She was doing it on YouTube and stuff for years, and she got very sick. I think she got dementia, and and her husband left her.
As a matter of fact, men are more likely to cheat when their wives have cancer.
And leave, yeah.
Like, as in, it is a matter of fact. I think it was on the Macmillan website. Yeah, cheat or leave when their wife has cancer. Yeah. They're more likely to cheat or leave. Yeah.
And I think that statistics like that matter, and I think statistics like that is what makes women think, fuck this. Fuck this, because and I get that as well. Like, but I think if you feel
I get it, I completely get it. I completely get it as well. But it's on a one-to-one basis.
Yeah,
I think we can't like generalize all of it. People know what their thing is, right?
Exactly.
Some people are in it, and some people know that my husband wouldn't stay. Some people know for a fact that to be like, and not because
I think I've even had that conversation.
They think he's a bad person. But they just know that this person is too selfish.
But the thing is, but some people will try and make it a thing of like, as if to say it's in men's DNA. No, there's stuff that you can make a conscious decision to be like, no, I'm staying here till the bitter end. Because B. Smith, her husband, he ended up cheating on her with the carer, and then the carer moved into the house. And then he was like obviously trying to get her money while she was still very much alive. And it was like it was so wicked and nasty. And then it was like a public thing because it's like, why the hell do we know? So he was obviously doing it publicly, like out and about with this woman. And it was just like, and people were very concerned for her because she had a very severe case of dementia and she obviously didn't know what was going on. And I think she had been found like lurking in the streets or something, and that's how it came to came to public knowledge. And it's just like, what the fuck are you doing as a husband that first of all you can't even give this woman the dignity of like being respectful, like, and just because she's got dementia and she may not be completely aware of like her surroundings and what's going on, like, you are a fucking scumbag that you're not even giving this woman her integrity while she's very much still alive and here. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that is so gross. And you're doing it flagrantly. And then on top of it, you're doing interviews, positioning yourself as the victim and talking about how you've got needs and you can't help it. You just fell in love and seeing this woman care for your wife. Like, fuck you forever. And I remember he was getting, but that's just an example of how like men don't necessarily, and I'm sure there's cases of loads of men that have done it that have been stand-up husbands, but I can't think of any. I can think of one immediately of where a man hasn't done it, but I don't know of one, you know, where he has, and I'm sure there is, and I'm sure you guys will let us know. But yeah, like
even film arts haven't even bothered to create that kind of story because they know it doesn't feel true to life, does it? Actually, people won't believe this.
Yeah, no, exactly. This is like fantasy.
They're more likely to believe something that's dropped in the world and blown it up than to believe a man stayed with his sick wife.
Yeah. But she really
I'm sure cases are. I'm sure
it's a ride or die though, Keisha, because she really is one of them ones that's like takes pride in like nah, I'm staying to the bitter end, and you know, and people at some.
What scares me a little bit is that I know I can be like that.
Yeah, but but I feel like
that's why God can't give me that kind of situation.
I don't think it's a bad thing, so long as you feel like the person would do it for you.
Yeah. If I'm in a good situation, then it's like cool. Yeah,
not that it's transactional, but I think it's valid to be like, I can love this person this deeply. I can care for them at their worst, at their lowest, at their sickest.
Hey, that's the vows, right? Through sickness and health. Yeah,
because they would do it for me. It's not that like, and I guess for some people as well, they might just, because of who they are. So regardless of whether that person wouldn't do it for you, I am
because
just
of who
person,
they are. Yeah. That I'm just
this is just who I am innately.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to leave you down and out whilst you're sick, no matter what you've done to me. And I don't think that we should shame people for that. Like, and you know, there's like an
it reminds me of the
shame.
Tyler Perry film. Where was it? Where the man gets sick. Oh, it was a horrible husband to her. Horrible. He used to like beat her up, cheat on her.
Oh no, it's not the one where he gets AIDS and dies.
No, I can't remember what he gets, but he's in. I just remember the scene like where he's in the wheelchair and she just dips him into the bath. She just chucks him in.
Oh God, no,
like of course, very Tyler Perry. But like she was going to leave him, finds out he was sick, and then was just like, "I'm going to punish you," whilst he was like. Down and out. Because again, of course, Tyler Perry will write it. So in my bad, he hates women.
That's definitely right up his street.
Right up his street.
I wonder whatever happened with his case.
I think it's still going.
Oh.
Yeah. From the last I heard, it's still going. Yeah. It's still going from the last I heard, and the guy is still trying to sue him.
I wonder if he's gonna like pay.
It's just kind of gone under.
Yeah.
Speaking of more thingy, what's this man's name? The royal family one. That's had to drop Andrew.
What happened with him?
He's had to drop all of his royal things.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because of this Epstein thing?
But, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's bare minimum, to be fair.
There is no denying it now. This thing is like there is no.
Do you know who is
and now his mum is not here to back him.
Bitch? Do you know who's a raggedy bitch?
Who?
Victoria Hervey, no lady.
Yeah. Who the fuck is that?
You know her. So she was like a socialite back in the day. She was Lady Victoria Hervey, tall, blonde. You definitely know. Yeah, she's like, but she's, remember like Tara Tompkinson?
Yeah.
They were kind of like
the rich kids were the it kids.
Exactly, the kind of groupies of the royal
What's
family.
Lady Victoria?
Lady Victoria Hervey.
Yeah, she's come up.
She's a fucking
I do bitch. Know her face.
She is really committed. I need to know, who in the royal family is paying her. She is 100% being paid to go around basically trying to sanitize Andrew's like kind of legacy and reputation. She has been peddling this thing about how, and R.I.P. Virginia Dupre, I think her name was.
Why the hell do you know all these lords?
I know. Virginia Dupre is the woman that was unalived recently.
Sorry, I did not know
under
that.
very suspicious circumstances.
Yeah. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
I always think, and I'll circle back, remind me, when people like leave notes or leave videos saying, if I die, was not suicidal. And everyone just
And why does nobody research it? As soon as that's been done.
And everybody just skims past it.
No, that's important because that person knows there's a hit on them.
Like 100%. But
because never have I thought to write, hey guys.
Exactly. If anything happens to me, just know that I was
The only time I'll do it, let's say I've been like mad depressed. And then I find that someone's got a hit on me. I'm like, yeah.
By the way,
I've been down bad, right?
It's a
But I
very
promise you.
separate situation.
It's
a very separate situation. But anyway, yeah, so she had done that several times to be like, listen, I'm not suicidal. Like, I'm trying to be here for my kids. I'm trying to live a quiet life. These people are after me. And everyone just kind of like gaslights the situation to, you know, just saying that she's like crazy and she's all of these things. And because she already has that thing pinned on her that she was a liar. And anyway, Lady Victoria Hervey is going around doing interviews saying that no, it was not true. Andrew's innocent because if you look at the picture, this is the one thing that she peddles the most. The picture, that famous picture of Victoria Dupre and Prince Andrew, and I think Ghislaine is in the background, or whatever. She's like saying, she's went to that house, right? And this house has been untouched for like 30 years or whatever. And she's saying that the measurements don't make sense and that the picture's basically AI or it's been doctored.
Oh, shut up.
Because she's saying that Andrew's a very tall person and there's no way that his head, something...
Imagine riding that hard for something you don't know about, wasn't there for, and it's not your man.
Exactly.
Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. Like, he's not going to marry you, sis. Like, I don't know what her goal is, but she's like, yeah, the measurements of the door don't make sense because he's a tall person. And look, if you see the space between his head and the ceiling, all these weird conspiracy theories that she's pushing to basically like discredit is her name Virginia? Virginia's story, saying that she's a liar, saying that, oh, you know, she was just a very troubled person and Andrew had nothing to do with any of these things. But she is really adamant about it. And like, she'll go on interviews and she'll be like, oh my God, this is just ridiculous. Like, it's not true. Like, literally, like she was like, this is ridiculous. Like, he wasn't that tall. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, he wasn't that short. Like, and she's just like, no, she's a liar. Like, she's a liar. We all know she was very troubled and I feel very sorry for her and the things that she may have gone through, but Andrew's not involved. Oh my. Like, the
fact that this man has dropped all of his titles, that man is involved. I mean, every so often when I think about the Epstein files, I always think about like, before that Netflix documentary, I knew nothing about this thing.
Same. I'd never even heard of Epstein.
Never heard of the man Epstein in my life. I knew, like, and it just showed me like the amount of mad things that happen in the world that you have absolutely no idea about. That you're just prancing around your everyday and there is all manners of evilness happening in corners, all the four corners of the world. Some fuck shit is happening. Like before that, when I tell you, I'd never even heard of him as a rich man. I'd never heard of that name before, never had him as a business. Like, I had no idea who he was.
And that was the good thing about that documentary because his name was so like popular, it was everywhere at the time. And I was like, how the fuck did he get into these spaces? And that documentary broke down how he basically scammed his way to the top. Yeah,
scammed his way to the top, basically. Like, he wasn't really a thing.
No, he was nobody. Yeah. He was a complete fraudster. Again, misdirected.
And his power was that he just held everyone's secrets. Yeah. Like, he just, I own all your secrets, so you kind of can't. It's insane. It's actually insane. To be fair, there's been a couple of Netflix documentaries that have just changed the whole way I've seen life.
Same. One thing about a Netflix documentary, it's going to teach you some things.
Like, have you seen the most recent one, The Perfect Neighbor?
No, I haven't. I keep on seeing things about it, but I haven't watched it yet.
So The Perfect Neighbor, I didn't finish it. There was a part in it that I was like, well, that's me wrapped up on this part of, like, as in, I can't watch this anymore. Spoiler alert, guys, if you have not watched The Perfect Neighbor. So the name is actually, although I couldn't watch it, I went to go do loads of research about it because I just needed to know what happened, right? So the name The Perfect Neighbor is actually derived from when the woman was interviewed. She says that, oh, I was a perfect neighbor, basically. So it's about a place in Florida. Yeah, it's a place in Florida. I feel like Florida's always where the mad things are happening in America. And it's in this neighborhood. And this neighborhood, there's like, do you know, like, I don't know where you, like, I don't know if you grew up in a close or wherever hung out in a close, where it was just like, everyone just played out. Like, all the kids played with each other. It was like, just like loads of family, And it was one of them houses, it's in them areas that the house is quite far back, so there's loads of like front porch. So that the kids will all just play with each other, drive around, whatever. Like, do you know areas now that are now spoilt now by no ball games? And I'm like, oh, don't ruin it with saying no ball games. Let the kids play.
Flower pot.
Yeah. I'm like, no
even your flower
games.
pots. I'm so over them.
I don't think, I understand that it might be annoying, but I don't think if you live in an area that's predominantly family, you should tell kids to not play. Like, it's just what you
have to
expect.
be inherently evil to hear the sounds of children laughing to bother you.
No, to be fair, look, after a while, it's like, Bob, you look and shut up. I've got one of my neighbour's kids is trying to learn how to play guitar.
Oh God, that guitar. Oh God.
I haven't been feeling great or funky. So in the depths of my sadness, just laying in bed, I hear, ding,
Strum.
no! I actually want to go kill that kid. I'm like, Mom, stop playing. You're shit. I hate, you're shit. You're shit. You're shit.
You're never ever gonna play the guitar well.
You're shit. And it's like 2 hours every single day.
Oh, Lord.
And now that it's half term, because normally it's from
now
after
he's
school.
practicing more.
So normally it's from about 5 to 7. And then I don't know if it's a sibling or the same kid now starts to sing. I am gonna
Oh God.
come and smash that guitar. But anyway, it's kids. It is what it is. You just have to expect certain things.
Yeah.
So cool, whatever. Anyway, back to documentary. Yeah, so the kids are playing around a lot. It's a predominantly, from what I've seen, a very black area. Like a lot of the families are black or like mixed, but it's predominantly a black area. And there is this woman who is like, she lives by herself. She's a white woman, older, and she lives in this neighborhood, right? And she's one of them no ball games.
Okay. Yeah.
Like she doesn't want those kids anywhere near her surroundings. And I know America is really interesting with trespassing and like what belongs to what. But but do you know, I think in homes in London, it's easier to do that because we will have like a gate to my house, or we will have like a thing to be like, and this is my garden. But a lot of in that thing as well, there was no fencing to differentiate that this is my land, this is your land. There was no kind of like,
this land is your land.
This land is my land, from California to the New York Islands.
For people that wrote that song, they don't have fences. That's mad.
This land was made for you. And also the people that made that song saying this land was made for you and me, and now you want to kick me out.
I know, exactly.
You raggedy bitches.
It's not
you said
right.
it's yours and mine. So now you're making borders. Now are you saying that I should go home and get a visa?
That's a fantasy,
Knobheads.
that song.
Anyway, but she was like very adamant that the kids shouldn't go anywhere near her area. She put little signs up to say that like, don't go past here. Anytime the kids will play, will make noise, she will call the police. And the police, it got to a point that the police were like, yo sis, it's kids, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like as in like, let the kids play. They're not disturbing you. We've warned them not to go past your line. Like just allow it. Kids are gonna play. They're in like, and there's nothing that they're doing. They're not like chucking stones at your window. Yeah, and they were just like kids that were just like riding their bikes, dancing around. Like literally, the cop the whole time was just like, well, they're like, as in,
kids,
do you even, when the police
in
is on the
Florida,
side of the blacks,
that's when you know.
it's just kind of like allow it. And it's really interesting because it's all shot on police webcam and door ring cameras and stuff.
Okay.
And when I went to go read it up, the person who, the director or the creator was like, that was very purposeful because they said that a lot of the time body cams is used negatively for black people. It's kind of like, it's where black people see like, yeah, it's never a good thing for them. So she went to flip it where it's like these body cams are actually showing them that it wasn't their fault. It wasn't anything on them. Anyway, so there's this particular kid that they just like play a lot, they're boys. And hey, do they maybe antagonize a woman once or twice? Maybe when she comes out, they'll be like, oh, look, it's the Karen or whatever. But she was a horrible woman. Like she would call them all kind of names and all things like that. And obviously every so often a parent will come and be like, yo, you can't chat to my kid like that. Like, who are you chatting to? Don't chat to my kid like that. There will be a problem. The police will come, or it will end. And that's the end of that, whatever. But that happened like literally over years. And I think her big thing was she just wanted them to get arrested. It got to a point that she just wanted them to get arrested. And if you're that angry about it, but start making ways to move. It's like if you're like, I actually hate this area.
Yeah, that feels
it's
very,
too loud. Yeah.
like a lot of work.
So if you don't want to be here, whatever. So anyway, so one day something had happened, and I think somehow she had like got a kid's roller skate or iPad, and she like thrown the iPad and thrown the roller skate, but it had escalated to. Yeah, so she threw. Yeah, so the kid was playing on his iPad. She threw a roller skate and hit his iPad, right? And this bit was so chilling because you're like, it's through a door ring bell that you're seeing this scene, right? So that the mum goes to go like knock on the door, the kid's mum, to be like, yo, like, what you doing throwing roller skates? She doesn't answer. The woman bangs on the door again. She doesn't answer. And you hear a bang, right? And then you see a kid run towards the ring camera and is knocking on the neighbour's door. And it's like, honestly, this kid's probably about 7 or 8. And it's like, call 911, call 911. And it's like, oh, yo, what's going on? It was like, she shot my mum. After that is when I turned it off, because when you watch it, this like actually my eyes literally started crying. As soon as that kid, it was a despair in that kid. He was so scared. And he was like, she shot my mum, call 911. And another kid comes out to try to help. And it was just that scene. I was just like, this is where I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm not going to watch this anymore, because I was just like, you only know what happens, right? You can only guess what happens. She kills the woman, basically. The woman dies, she shot her through her door. And then for months, when I was doing the research, apparently for months she didn't get arrested, because there's things about the law of like, if someone's on your property and you shoot them on your property, there's a whole different thing, blah, blah, blah. There's a whole thing. And this woman that she shot as a single mother of 4 kids. This happened in 2023. It wasn't even that long ago.
The other day.
Yeah, like incredibly recent. And she just took this woman's life. Like she said, she was scared that the woman was going to come and kill her.
But you're the one with the gun. What are you scared of?
So it was almost like,
it was like premeditated almost.
Yeah. Like she knew them. Because you can't throw something at my kid and think I'm not going to react.
Exactly.
Like, before I even find out what happened, I'm like, buddy, come and throw something at me. Like, as in, like, what are you throwing something at my kid for, sort of thing. And it is. And I think it's the way it's filmed that makes it, it's this very weird thing that like, you almost feel like you're the one wearing, it's kind of like the thing with GoPro. When we film with GoPro, you feel like it's an immersive experience and you're there. So it feels like you are like on the street and you're there. It is, oh God, I couldn't finish it. I could not finish it at all. And I think she is in jail now. She's got life, I think. Yeah, she's in jail for life, but you've left those 4 kids without, like, they're young kids.
Over what?
I don't think any of those kids will be fully teenagers yet.
The thing is,
like, even till now. They're like babies.
It's like the little, like, the child that had to witness that,
Wow, saw it. The kids saw it. The kids who were playing saw it. You can never
again
unsee that.
They will never be the same again. And the thing is, for you to be like so angry, like for you to be that angry to the point where you take someone's life, like I don't even know what goes through the head of. And
there is no way that kid's not sitting there thinking, if I didn't go play,
of course,
if I didn't do this, my mum will be
forever.
Oh my God,
they're gonna live with that forever. When actually you're just dealing with someone that was incredibly evil and deranged, and she had that intention. She wanted to do that. It was just a matter of when. Do you know what I mean? It was just a matter of like, fuck with me.
Like,
one
I'll
more
show
time,
you guys.
And this is the thing about, especially in America, when people don't see examples of people being held accountable. So then other people feel like they feel emboldened to do things like that because they believe that the law is on their side, which is why, like, as much as I do think it's important to hear about it, I think that like the kind of the brutalization of black bodies just being like normalized, I think it makes people think like, and seeing
racist people do not value black lives. It's just like, it's another one.
But then it's just this thing of like people not being held to account for doing things. It's going to create a subsection of people that think they can also get away with it. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no way in hell.
Because the law was showing that everyone else gets away with this.
Exactly. If that woman really believed that there was going to be lifelong consequences of her ending up in jail, she probably would have thought twice.
Yes, absolutely.
But she definitely did it feeling emboldened, thinking, I'm going to get away with it.
Yeah.
No one's, do you know what I mean? Like, I hold the privilege in this situation. It is what it is. And when you see, especially with the police situations, when we see those cases go like time and time again of people like not being held to justice. So the domino effect is very mad. And like, I've got a thing about like, how we just don't value life, like human life. I just think it's so insane. Like when you hear like stories of like, especially like kids, like, you know, bringing it back home or whatever in London that are just taking each other out over postcodes or whatever. And obviously I know that's a really just like simplistic way of putting it. I know it's a lot more complex than that, but I just think like this is a life that you're taking. Like this is not a joke.
Yeah. Like, that's it. That's it. That's someone gone.
I think people get conflated with like video games. You know, like they play video games and they think, the person comes back to life. The person, like, if you do that, the person is not coming back to life. That is it. That's like it is done. Party done in a split second. And like I've like lately, I just sometimes when I go to do something that is usually it's me just being lazy or just trying to take a shortcut, I often tell myself, think of like the potential long life damage. Like,
give me an example.
Like a split second decision.
I get exactly what you mean.
Do you know what I mean?
Because I have weird impulses, right? And one of my reoccurring impulses, this is why I don't even like to walk anymore. I am obsessed with jumping over things. So I like
like fences and
so
shit.
Like I'd want to jump over a fence. Or like if you see them poles in the middle of the road, I want to be like, can I gallop over it?
Okay.
And I don't know if that's a thing to prove to myself that I can still like it's just like, can you still do it? Like there was a fence in Dagenham by Girls Book, and you can either walk all the way round to go to where like the bowling alley is, or you can just jump this fence, and you're there in like thingy seconds. And do you know what I'm talking about, Brent? And every time I'm like, I'm gonna walk all the way, and like, because I've always, when I was younger, I would always just jump the fence. So why would I now start walking? Come on, what's this? I'm not gonna age myself out by not jumping the fence anymore. And there were times I've been in between the fence. I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't do this anymore. Yeah. And also, it's like, sis, you're in your 30s. If a teenager walks past you right now, it's like, finding it harder to maneuver your second leg, what will you teach? What will you teach the youngest? Like, grow up.
I'll just be like, oh my God, if I climb over and the thing, and I just like miss it a little bit and it goes all the way up my vagina.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I have thought of that.
I'm like, ow, that will really hurt. Let me walk
But my
round.
need to prove that I can do it overwhelms that.
Oh, you see, I'm like, I want to do this thing. My thing is usually laziness, as opposed to like trying to prove something to myself. It's just quick fixes.
Have you ever been in those areas? It's normally the entrance to an alleyway. They'll have a fence here, they have a fence like that, and you have to walk around like that. I think that's one of the most stupid road designs ever.
Why do they do that?
Do you know what I mean?
They must.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So it'll probably take 0.2 seconds to, I will jump that first fence.
Really? Oh, you just love jumping fences.
I just want to be like, oh, can you still do it?
Did you do high jump in school?
No.
Is there any
I didn't even, I didn't do high jump. I just did straight sprints, relay, and discus throwing.
I wonder what the significance of jumping
I
over the
don't know
fence
what
is.
it is. Just as
Maybe it's not your idea.
Maybe it's linked with the heist. Maybe I'm a robber. Oh my God.
I think it is. You're like
maybe in my heart of hearts I'm a thief.
If I had to jump over something during a heist, if I was trying to get away from a heist, can I do it?
One day when the East Londoner gangs message me to be like, yo, are you on this thing?
Recruit you.
I'm going to be like, I've been jumping fences my whole life, guys.
That will be your contribution. If anyone needs to run away with the things, can you jump over the obstacles that you may face? Yeah. If you were to be in, but maybe it is more of a safety thing. Like, if in case I'm ever in a position where I need to escape or jump or whatever, can I do it?
And because I think so as because I
catastrophize.
I think maybe it's like
it's an escape route thing.
Be ready to, if you got to jump, you got to jump.
If you got to get the hell out of here, can you? And these obstacles are in your way. Can you overcome?
But
them?
I need to start thinking like, also, you'll do that and you'll fall and you've crack your tooth.
I always think
things like that. And now, what was the point of that?
Cracking my tooth is the one thing that always comes to my mind. Like if I fall over now, if I do something dumb, I fall over and I crack the front of my tooth. Now what am I going to do?
Yeah, and that's stuck in my head as well because I remember we were in school. And you know trampolining? Yeah, so we were all around, and that, I don't know, maybe they were trying to kill a child a day because we'll be doing trampolining and they'll tell all the kids to go around and just hold your hand high in case the person wants to fall. And that was the only protection you had in trampolining.
Why are we doing that?
And you're telling people like to jump, to do backflips, to do the shuttlecock and seat drop or whatever. And I remember Omar, we were in trampolining, everybody had their hands up and Omar was jumping up and down, doing flips, doing what he needed to do. And then Omar got to the edge and dropped off. And instead of the ones that were meant to be there, we all went, we all literally dodged and screamed. Because the thing is, you had to push them back on the trampoline. We all
I'm not breaking my hand for you.
We were like, absolutely not. The ambulance came. Omar cracked his teeth in half. And for years, Omar had a cracked tooth. That was it became a signature because it's one of those chum teeth as well, cracked a tooth. And because we were all there for the incident, because I was like, oh, so it can happen. You can just crack your tooth like that. Yeah, okay, absolutely. Let me stop jumping fences.
I feel like people only crack their teeth in school.
Yeah. Because you're doing dumb shit.
That happened to my friend. Shout out to my friend Nicola. It was not my fault, but I was involved. And we were chasing each other around in the changing rooms.
So they're called dangerous play.
Like literally dangerous play, but we were kind of grown. Like this was definitely in secondary school. And we were chasing each other around the changing rooms, and she slipped and fell and bust her tooth, and it cracked her front tooth. For years, she never fixed it. But it must have been expensive to like get a crown. The parents probably will figure that out later. But she never ever got hers fixed either. She had half a tooth, and I always carried guilt about whether that was my fault or not.
It probably was.
But she was the one chasing me. I was running and then she slipped, and I would never forget that day. But
and there was just accidents those days. Were just I don't know if our body wasn't ready yet. Like you just fought and someone cracked their head. It's like
but honestly, has anyone over the age of 15 ever cracked their head open? Because that was something that only ever happened in school. Cracking your head open. Yeah, crack your head. Like, that was a thing in school. Do you remember? And like, I know people break their arms and stuff now.
Have you ever broken anything?
No, I've never broken a bone, and I really don't want to. But no, this is not a good segue. But do you know the people that are fucking stuck on Mount Everest?
Who sent you there?
Like, honestly, like the only.
What are you trying to prove?
Yeah, the people the times we unite. Do you remember when those people went under deep, like,
Yeah,
underwater,
why were you there?
And all of us in the world were
the submarines,
we were
like,
just like, we were all united. Like, who the hell sent you there? And it's the same people that are on not the same people, but there's people on Mount Everest or whatever, and they're doing like videos where they're just like, I'm shivering, I'm shivering, and I'm just like,
why were you there?
Like, it is known that people die there. There's dead bodies on that mountain, and you people, like, good for you with your thrill seeking, but that can never be me. I'm not.
There are certain like peaks and depths that I don't need to know what happens there. I don't need to know what happens at the peak at a mountain, and I don't need to know, especially the sea.
The sea.
I don't need to know what happens in the sea.
And the top of a
that
mountain.
is the endless pit of water. What do you want me to go find there? I'm actually very okay
I can't
on
even swim
dry
a length,
land.
and you want me to go beneath to touch the bottom
under
of the ocean?
sea,
Do you know how mental that is?
to do what? Yeah, the Mount Everest one, and also like. You never meet someone that's climbed Mount Everest and you don't know about it within the first 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
They're gonna fucking tell you, aren't they? Like, hey, it's a challenge. Do something and don't tell anybody you've done it.
Yeah. Do it for yourself.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
keep
Within
it
the
to
first
yourself.
2 minutes, I'm good. I've just come back from
Yeah,
climbing.
I'm so exhausted.
Climbing Mount Everest. When was that? Oh, 2017. But you know,
people go and do it and come back and survive, right?
yeah, loads of people. Yeah,
okay.
loads of people. Yeah.
So
yeah,
how
yeah,
come
yeah.
some people are
Hey,
going through a hard time now?
That's your destiny, bruv.
Oh.
Like there's certain things that that's why I just won't try certain things because I don't know if guys come and will tell you that, okay, cool, that's you done.
Yeah, that's definitely I'll go up to the top of the
and the people who
Eiffel
were
Tower,
stuck there, I'd be like, just let me die on day one if I'm stuck there.
Yeah, stop.
Because to be stuck there for 5 days and every time I wake up I'm like, for God's sake, as in like
halfway up a
and
mountain.
you're still hoping that someone's gonna come and rescue you. And I don't know how often rescuers go up there to rescue people.
And there's no way you can get a coffee or anything. Like, what the hell? Right, I can't even.
Come on, bread. You cannot get
a croissant or do you know what I mean? Just something to hold me till the rescue.
And I don't think I can be a cannibal in that kind of place.
No, you start eating each other.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
I don't know if I've got it in me.
I'll suddenly become the biggest
There
vegetarian.
is that. I don't know if you. I can't remember who it was. One of those weird people on the internet that said that like they ate like human flesh and it's one of the best meat they've ever eaten.
Really?
Yeah.
I can imagine it's quite tender.
Yeah. Yeah, do you remember that? And it was like, it's probably one of the best pieces of meat they've ever ate.
Really?
Which is mad to say.
How did they say how it was cooked?
Did they tell you what? No seasoning. But
they say what part of the body it was.
What part it was.
Was it a thigh?
But yeah. Weirdly, I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashian. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
You used to judge me.
Like,
yeah.
Someone can't
I do what I want.
day.
What? Someone can't have fun again. Someone can't enjoy their life.
Shit. Someone
can't watch riveting documentaries.
Someone can't watch something light. Shit.
In preparation for the new season that's coming up, I thought, let me catch up.
Watching the new season on Disney?
No, the old one.
Okay.
So then season 7 is coming up. Why do I just know, innit? Because advertising.
Today, actually.
We just know because of good advertising, innit? So I watched season 6 to catch up to know what it was. And as I was watching it, I was like, Courtney is the laziest.
No, Courtney does not want to work.
I'm sorry. That argument, we were all blaming Kim. It's all Courtney is too lazy, man.
I've always been Team Kim when it comes to any argument she's ever had with Courtney. Actually, I'm not sure about the D&G one. I'm still on the fence about that. But yeah, she's fucking lazy. She's lazy. And Courtney is a Karen, you know.
Oh my! I was watching. I was like, "This one is exhausting."
She is so exhausting. Like, she really, really is. And when Jonathan said, "You just collect checks out of Kim's ass when she goes to work every single day," he did not lie. But he's not really around no more.
No, I will give it to Kim. Kim can work, bro.
No, Kim does work. She does not stop. But it reminded me of something that David Beckham said to Victoria Beckham on the Netflix documentary when he was like, "Oh, you know, you've kind of proved it. You've proved everybody wrong with your fashions and all the rest of it. Like, what are you still doing it for?" kind of thing. And she was like, "Oh, I think I'm doing it to prove it to you, you know, because obviously you were so instrumental in it." And then he was like, "No, I think you're doing it to prove it to yourself." And I think it's the same thing with Kim. Like, I think that she's been like overlooked for so long that she's always trying to prove to her haters that I think she's constantly trying to prove why she's famous.
But the thing about that is I think it's because I think I can be like that. I'm trying to prove a point, not to my haters or to people like. And I think there is a thing of like acceptance. You're trying to prove this point to yourself. Like it's a you thing, but you've convinced yourself. Oh, it's because people have said I can't, or it's because of my background or whatever. So I'm trying to prove this point. The thing about that is that like you have to come to a place of acceptance. There's some people that you never prove anything to.
Exactly.
Like no matter what, she could win a Nobel Peace Award today, and I'll be like, oh, it's only because.
But people do that with her reform work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only because of this. It's only because of that. And I think there is something in accepting to be like, you know what? It's actually one of the hardest things to accept. And I know the clip you're talking about. If you turn back and to be like, I've done it. Like it's actually okay to tap out now. I've done it. Like I've proved a point. I've made it successful. You sold the clothes, you've got your money back, you've done the things, and it's like, and I think when you're someone who's got something to prove, or if you're someone who sees stopping as failure, it's really hard to be able to be like, I've done it now, it's cool, I'm satisfied with that. Yeah. Being satisfied is incredibly hard.
But that's the thing, I feel like if you're that way inclined though, you're probably never going to be satisfied.
Yeah, and that's,
you know what I mean?
Like hell. It's hell in here, Audrey. It's hell in here.
Always wants to prove something, you will never reach a point of satisfaction. Like you just won't, because it's just not in you. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing.
No, it
because
is.
With Victoria, like
because it's a difference between satisfaction and complacency. And I think sometimes I view satisfaction as being complacent.
Okay, yeah. If you see those two as one and the same, then I can see why.
I see being proud of myself and being complacent.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, don't be too proud, because suddenly you'd be like, oh, like I'm rest.
Yeah. No, I definitely see that, and I do think that I could see why that would be a problem 100%. Because what I was going to say was that like, okay, you've proved it, you're satisfied, but now you're doing it because maybe you just want to, you just enjoy it or whatever. But I think that like I don't know. I feel like people that constantly are onto the next thing, I just think it's something that's just in you. I just think you're either that way inclined or you're not. And I definitely think Kim is that way inclined. I think it is for her trying to prove a lot to people that have like, because it must be mad. I remember when I used to watch Kardashians, and I remember there was an episode where they went to Vegas. And it was one of the old ones, and Scott was acting a fool. Do you remember? Him and Robert acting a fool. And she kept on referring to this thing as work. And I remember watching it being like, this is not work.
No, what I did clock. No.
How is this work?
The seriousness they put on certain things. I'm like, you're going to an event. Exactly. Why are you acting like this is like the life's job honestly, of your life?
I was like, how is this work? Like you're staying in the most luxurious suite in a 10-star hotel in Vegas. You've got your glam squad, and you're being paid to go and celebrate your birthday in the club. Like,
okay, I'm going to bring it home for you.
How does this work?
I'm going to bring it home for you, because I remember we've had one moment. We've had a few moments like that. But one moment that stands out. We're getting paid to go to this event.
Were we going again?
I'll tell you after.
Okay,
you'll realise it after. We're getting paid to go to this event, and it was an event in London, and they were picking us up, taking us to a hotel. We're going to get changed in a hotel. They're going to take us from the hotel to the venue, from the venue back to a hotel. Next morning,
I remember that.
Car home.
Yeah,
we had like, it was all like, and also the event, it wasn't like we were performing.
Yeah, we were just there.
Drinking, chatting, blah, 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 blah. And we like went for lunch beforehand. It was a decent day. Got to the hotel. We both looked at each other and was like, oh, I just want to go home.
I remember that day.
I want to go home.
We didn't have to carry our bags around.
No. We carried our... The hotel was in Shoreditch. Where we went for lunch, we carried our bag for like a 10-minute walk.
No, we definitely took a black taxi.
Yeah, and that we kept the receipt for and got our money back for.
100%.
Like, it was like, there was no... Like, years ago, this would have been like, oh my God, we are living the dream. We can't believe it. And on top of this, we're getting paid to do this, by the way. On top of all of these peaks, we're still going to get paid to actually go to this thing. So we're just like, I was like, I can't do it. I think I was even getting water. My eyes were getting watery. I was just like, I just really want to go home. Like, this is so hard. It's so much work and whatever. So anyway, we go to, of course, we're committed. Go to the event, smile, do what we need to do, whatever. After the event, we didn't go back to the hotel. No,
we didn't. Did you stay?
No.
I didn't. The thing is, as soon as our hours were done, clocked out.
As soon as I clocked out, I think we left our bags at the hotel. So we were like, got into the Uber. So we were like, got to the Uber, got back to the hotel. And then there was like breakfast the next day. They told us that there's breakfast the next day, blah, 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 blah. And we all, and I was like, Audrey, I'm going home now.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not staying. She was like, no, man.
Yeah, I went home. I already had my bags.
She had the back of the event. She was like, I'm going home from the event.
Yeah, I'm going home.
Audrey went home
We
from the
didn't
event.
even stay for the main attraction.
I didn't even stay for anything. Things was just like, as soon as the hour clocked out, I got back to that hotel, got my bag, and I was like, I'm getting an Uber home.
Yeah.
I was like, I just
go home.
want to be.
To be fair, we did record that day. We had just had recording that day, but still no.
And in that moment, I do like it was
No,
just
it
like
is work.
but the thing is, it sounds mad. But it can be so exhausting.
The thing is, exactly. And I bring up that Kardashian example because I used to sit back and think, how is
this work?
But it kind of is because it's not. You're not doing anything on your own free will. What was bad though is that we didn't go to lunch with the brand. But it was actually a lot because we were doing a lot with like the company,
and it was
already.
being on. I think the job is being on.
Yeah, exactly. That's what. Being
performative, being on, going to a party. I'm not in a party mood, bro.
Yeah. It's like you've got no choice because usually when you socialize, it's your choice.
It's out of choice. Yeah.
But when you're doing it for work, it is kind of like it is a different experience, and you've got to be there at a certain time
and
like
be having fun.
And your money's kind of like dependent on you meeting all of these deliverables. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
imagine going to a rave and having deliverables. I just want to wine and have a drink, but I've got deliverables.
Exactly. You've got to get pictures here. You've got to be photographed on the in front of the step and repeat or whatever. So it is quite strategic. But we were very tired.
But no,
we've had a couple of incidents.
We've had
like
a couple
that.
of this is meant to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing you hope that eventually I get to do these things.
And that wasn't even
fun.
a meet and greet or anything.
Yeah.
Those ones I can imagine that must be long.
Yeah, when you have to go clubbing to meet people, that must be long.
We did do that when we had our book out though. We did bare meet and greets.
Yeah, we did.
And signed bare, but we've worked. Because when we put our book out, we had to, first of all, we had to go, did we have to audio read it? We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had to read the audio thing, which is really hard. I'm sorry.
The thing is, you always think that it's easy, right? But suddenly words hard. I wrote, I could not pronounce.
Same. So we did the audio book, which was a lot, and then we signed 1,000 copies of the book.
Yeah, me and you went to the meet. We went there going back to back.
And we literally were in a room with 1,000 copies of the book, and we had to sign it for everybody. My first signature was like a whole ass message.
I wrote a message. Oh my God, we love you so much. It
was like A.
In it, cool. Cool, innit?
By the end, it was like A. I was like, my hand is fucking hurting. But no, we put our shift in as well, man.
No, you know what? I forget what we've done in the last couple of years. You know,
yeah, we've done.
I forget. We're recording this 2 days out of our 9th year anniversary.
Oh my God.
Oh no, we haven't even done anything for it. That's quite sad.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It is October, isn't it?
Yeah, it's October. Yeah. So like in the 9 years that we've been doing this.
God.
Oh, should we do a little?
Yeah, let's do
a little rewind.
Let's do a little best bits.
A little thingy.
Oh my God, yeah, it is 9 years.
What's been your favourite memory?
Oh my God, I've got so many.
And it's been 2 years of me and you doing it, just me and you.
2 years, exactly. Yeah. That is crazy. My favourite memory, there's so many.
Guys, tell us your favourite memory of the podcast,
There's so many
please.
memories. Like, there's moments like in the studio just laughing.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like in the 9 years, I have fucking
we have laughed.
I have
like cried with laughter. And dumb shit.
The dumbest things, because the thing is, I used to like always listen to the episodes.
Yeah.
I don't as much anymore, but before I used to proper listen to it. I used to listen to it when we got the edit, and I used to listen to it on a Wednesday when it dropped.
For listeners' experience.
And I'll just be messaging in the group like, we're so fucking funny. Like that, it was, and I would literally, and like some of the things that I just would just cackle at. Yeah, there's like one episode, I think it was one of the early Your Receipts, and basically this girl wrote in about her friend. She was upset with her friend. She didn't like the guy her friend was dating or something, yeah, but she was really, really invested. And then, so you were reading it out, because at the time Phoebe used to like, Phoebe
used to read it,
And then you were just like, I'm so sorry, but what's your own?
Miss me.
Don't even know
Bring
why
me back, man.
I don't even know why I found that so funny, but I just was crying with actual tears and laughter at that moment, because it was just like a silent pause, and it was just like, Sorry, what's your...
And those were the good old days when we weren't up to like this high standard of giving. Let us say one thing wrong. People sent us essays and links.
No, that was...
We used to say anything.
That was so funny to me. And then there was another moment where it was another Your Receipts, but I remember we were all in the studio. We were getting ready to celebrate someone's birthday, so we had to do the episode before we went out.
Yeah.
And so we were all like dressed up in our like...
I know exactly. Talking about. It was like radar radio.
Yeah, and we were dressed to the nines, ready to go out. At the time, cycling shorts with big t-shirts was the thing. That's
and
what I was wearing. With
cycling shorts,
ankle boots, and a choker. That was the fashion of the time, yeah. And then it was the guy that had written in about no.
I know it was someone had written in.
Don't go changing. That's it. No,
don't go changing.
Oh my God. So basically the dilemma was something like I can't remember. The guy had done something, but the friend was snitching.
Yeah, the friend was
snitching. And then I was just like, no, as a guy, like you shouldn't really snitch on your friends when they're doing a madness because that doesn't show loyalty. And you were like, shh, we need them to keep talking.
Like we need guys to snitch, please. Be snitching on your boys.
I've got an audio flip somewhere. I've still got that in my phone. But that is so funny. Like, so I still about to say the amount of times I've cried with actual laughter, like proper tears, like just some really, really funny moments. Like, oh my God, we laughed. Like, and just like cringy things that we did, like our first photo shoots.
Oh my God.
And stuff like that when we had no money and we had to engineer them ourselves.
We did it at the BuzzFeed offices.
The first one.
I used to work at BuzzFeed. I snuck us in the weekend.
We snuck us in on the weekend.
To use a photo shoot.
And we did a photo shoot there. And yeah, like I remember we got our makeup done. I remember the concept. Do you remember? It was behind the colour,
and
like
it was,
the yellow.
do you know, like I think every girl group of people that had ever done a shoot together would always do the shoot of businesswoman.
Yeah, oh my God.
Blazer.
It was our
colourful suit.
We literally were wearing power suits.
And
it was so
that's
serious.
Why?
We was for the live show. That was for the live show.
Oh God,
so
the
we
first
basically
live
doing
show.
our photo shoot for our live show, yeah. And it was so serious. So it was like 5 split screens with all of us in it. And then we were all wearing, like, I was wearing burgundy lips, honey. I had a burgundy lip.
I remember you had...
and a power suit. For a live show for a podcast where we talk about men.
And your lubes on. You had your black lubes on and they were high as fuck.
I had my Pigalis on, honey. I was not playing. Like, it was such a serious photo shoot for something so unserious. Like, and that was our first live show at, I can't even remember the venue now, in Shoreditch. But it was so intense. Like, if I saw that flying out, I would honestly think it was like a women's empowerment.
Like a women's empowerment. Like, as in, where are you fucking going, guys? Where are you going? Who's been your favourite guest?
Oh, my favourite guest. Do you know what? There's so many. If I had to pick one, do you know what? I will still die on the hill of the first time Brie Runway came on.
Oh, you love that episode?
I love that episode.
It
is such a funny episode. Go and listen to it. I can't remember the numbers now, guys. I've lost my magic with that. But the first ever episode that Brie Runway did with us was such a good episode to me. It's so fucking funny because she came in and she was just like, I think she was going through it with a guy.
She was just like, I'm going to talk my talk.
And she wanted it like some other opinions or whatever. But we just really just were chopping it up. Like, I love that episode. I love that episode with Dottie as well. That is still such a funny episode to me. I love Winston Duke's episode.
Yeah, Duke's episode is really good.
That was such a good episode. I loved Tiwa Savage's episode as well.
Yeah, same.
I love that episode. That was really fun. Louis Theroux. Like, there's so many.
Do you know, Laura Bates is up there, one of my favourite episodes.
Laura Bates.
It's actually up there. It's one of my favourite episodes.
And I hate that episode is shadow banned.
Yeah. The Laura Bates episode is one of my... Because I just think
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was just how much I learned in that episode, to be fair.
Same. But the thing that's so mad, is that everyone's always talking about... Oh my God. Shoot? I do.
Can you guys see it? I don't know if you can zoom in on that picture or put it on.
Oh,
and then that was your face one. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that suit was so intense. That was not with a lace slip underneath it, honey.
Our wigs were high
and dry.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Wow. Our wigs were very, very high.
I was wearing a red lip with a white smoky eye with a deep side part and a lacy negligee under a power suit. Oh my God.
Our biggest failures.
Ooh. do you know what our biggest failure? One of them to me is not documenting stuff enough.
Yeah. We did a very, very bad job of that.
Excuse me. I wish that we had more video footage of stuff.
Yeah.
Because that documentary would be
lit.
sick.
Yeah.
It would be. We just didn't film stuff like. But it's hard because at the time we were broke, so it's not like we could have a videographer following us around.
Shit.
And none of us like, you know, would really like video. Like we have moments, we have little clips here or there, but I wish we had enough footage to like really watch some of the funny times. So that to me is a big failure. What other failures have we had?
I think we didn't recognize our power early enough. I think there were things that we could have done earlier that we just didn't do because we were just like kind of new kids to it. There wasn't many people doing it in the UK like that. So we were like figuring it out, figuring what worked or whatever. So I think that was like, I guess, a failure,
Yeah,
I guess.
It's true.
Not like a huge one, but like oh, we could have done this a bit better. We could have like lent into this opportunity a bit more. We could have, I think my biggest failure would also say we could have done more.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We definitely didn't recognize our power. I don't think we've been as innovative. Do you know what I mean? I don't think we were like really thinking ahead. I think we were very much like, oh, we love it here and we're having fun.
Yeah. We could have done more.
And it's translated into something amazing that people love, but we weren't really thinking of like the business side.
Yeah.
What I mean?
And I think also like all of us were at different, like I don't know if there was ever a point where we were all on the same thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Everybody was like, okay, cool, let's actually all direct our energy to this thing and blah, 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 blah. So everybody was at like different like stages during it. Merch was a big failure for us. I think we should have let into that a lot more. We were shit. We were
tried,
stupid.
so I don't know.
It was, we didn't get that off the ground
it
at
just
all.
didn't land.
Yeah.
I think, one of the
us.
companies went under, so that's probably didn't help. But yeah, that could have definitely been bigger and better. Merch, oh my God.
Biggest mistake?
Biggest mistake. I don't know. I just think we're so perfect. We haven't made any mistakes. I can't think of any.
I don't think my biggest mistake is.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't think of one.
I'm trying to think.
I think it will come.
I think I'm trying to think of all the different eras that we've had and like
what could have been. What's been the most stupid thing you've heard said about us?
Oh my God.
One that always sticks out to me, and I'm always like, what are you on about? Was when everything was happening and someone was like, why can't they just go to therapy and sort it out? And I was like, did you go to therapy with your work?
Exactly. Since when do people go to therapy with their colleagues?
Like when was the last time you went to leave a job and someone said, hey, don't leave H&M, let's all go to therapy together?
Yeah.
Like, leave us alone.
Exactly. I was gonna say like, but I feel like we did it. I was gonna say something maybe about like showing our friendships, like the friendship side. But I feel like we really did because we were always out together. Like if we did stuff as a group, like everybody knew it. Do you know what I mean? It was never like a secret. But so I don't know. That's probably a stupid one. But I don't know. I honestly don't know about. I can't think of a mistake offhead.
No, we smashed it. Then.
I'm sure there's loads of like silly mistakes here or there in terms of like maybe business or whatever. Yeah, but I think we've had a very good run in the sense of like we have, because there are people that are constantly in the blogs and stuff like that. I think we've actually had a very good reputation for the most part.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Every now and then, of course, like if you're doing something public facing, you're gonna have something. But no, the dumbest rumor. Oh, I don't know. People just always say the same thing. Like they always say the same thing. Like when people try to make out like we ice someone out or ice people out or whatever.
Yeah, the same, yeah.
That always irks me because it just could not be further from the truth. Like it just could.
And we know what we go through on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. Like it could not be further from the truth. Like for that to be a thing, like it just wasn't. And if people actually like looked at things properly, well, they wouldn't, because there's things that are very personal that people would never understand.
You would never know.
Do you know what I mean? So I understand how that narrative could be like pushed out to the forefront, because we're not going to start posting screenshots and, do you know what I mean? So it's something that we'll never be able to prove kind of thing. But yeah, that always annoys me. But yeah, no,
How many more years you think you got in you?
I love doing this. Like I've got as many years as the people want. Do you know what I mean? Like if I ever feel like the people have moved on, and I don't want it anymore, don't love it, then that will be my time to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be for me, not the people.
Yeah, really.
I think when you wait on the people, sometimes you're the last to know when it's time to hang it up. I think sometimes you are the last to know when to be like, thinking, hey, it's still popping, and everyone's just like,
they still care about my opinion.
There was during the whole beef with Drake and Kendrick, as you guys know, I'm a big Drake fan. One of the things that I was like, someone was like, Drake is the last to know that he's falling off.
But how can he
being the last to know is, and he's still Drake, but his fall off is like he's having a bit of a dip right now. But because he's the last to know, he's fighting for his life. And my thing this has to end when it's height.
Yeah. I know
when I'm you know what? Yeah. I've done it.
Yeah,
I've done it. Wrap it up. Good to go. Yeah. Thanks for the years, guys.
I hear it.
Let's have a loving memory of it. One big live show to wrap it up, and hoorah.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I think, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought.
Oh shit!
Oh my God,
we completely forgot there's dilemmas.
We're getting to the end.
We're getting so deep.
That will give me time to think about my thoughts.
Okay. We were getting I actually completely forgot about dilemmas. Sorry guys, we were just deep in. Oh, sorry, can you still send them to me? I still haven't been able to sign in. I can't tell you how much I actually forgot about you lot's dilemmas.
I even forgot about your receipts in general.
Sorry guys, we were not thinking about you guys there. We will go back to thinking about that.
That reminds me of Anaya when you said sorry guys like that, because that's what she says. Like if you're doing something so that she doesn't like, she goes, sorry guys. she goes, sorry guys.
Please, before you start shouting, sorry guys.
She's like, like say like I'm trying to do her hair or whatever, she doesn't want to do it. She's like, sorry guys. She's like, sorry guys.
Where would she have got that from?
Honestly, I've got no idea.
That's so funny.
She's like really talking. Yeah. So last night we were at my mum's, and my mum was watching a Ghanaian talk show, and she went to the TV and she went, Africa. She went, Africa. And my mum was like, say that again. And she went, Africa.
Like my people them.
Yeah. And I was like, but she watches this show called Kunda and Friends, and it's like it's an African kids thing. So I think she's picked it up from there, but it was so mad. Dilemmas.
Oh, that's so funny. No, of course. Or have you got them?
Yes.
Welcome to the parts where we like to call your receipts, the bits where we read out your dilemmas, your issues, and we try to solve them. So let's keep going. First dilemma, Odds.
Hi, Tolly and Audrey. Where do I even begin? I love you both so much.
Thank you.
Tolly, I'm sending you all the hugs and kisses and can't wait for this rough season of your life to pass.
Why, thanks.
Aww. God is with you.
Amen.
Audrey, I strongly believe your daughter will be the proudest girl knowing she has a super mum like yourself. Love you girls down. Oh, thank you. Sorry if this is a long read. Here's my dilemma. My boyfriend and I have been together for about 2 years, and we had agreed in the early days of our relationship that we would be responsible to tell the other person if they were ever in the same room or environment, social gatherings or groups, with an ex or someone either of us had sexually been involved with.
Okay, fair.
We never really cared to talk extensively on our past relationships as we both agreed your past is your past, so long as it doesn't affect our current relationship. Okay. Mature. Last week, we had a conversation about a mutual friend whom I'd had sex with about 5 years ago. It was a one-time thing and there was no emotional or romantic connection between us. Okay. I had buried it at the back of my mind and never remembered to mention it to my boyfriend that I had sex with this friend. This said friend and I had gone on to be really good friends. I helped with his wedding, have met his family. We have a very platonic relationship, but I never think about that moment with him. My boyfriend is furious and hasn't spoken to me since that conversation. I cried, apologized. I know it sounds stupid when I say I forgot that ever happened, but it's the truth. If there was no prompt or direct question to say, did you have sex with this person? I probably wouldn't have remembered to mention it. My boyfriend thinks there's no way I could have forgotten to mention this to him, as this friend is very much close to the both of us. He says he feels blindsided, like we have both kept this information from him intentionally, but that's far from it for me. By the way, he found out because said friend told him. Oh my God, what a hater. I am absolutely gutted and I feel very bad. I don't know what to do or think. He is an amazing man and has been a great partner, but it seems like this is going to end because of my shitty memory. He reiterates that he doesn't care I had sex with this friend. He would have just wanted to be told early, as this is a really close friend of his. To be honest, I think there's also some annoyance there, knowing that 2 other guys in his friend group were aware this happened and he wasn't. So I guess there's some embarrassment there. I'm not sure. What do I do? Can this situation be resolved? How best do I go about it? I have left him a message expressing my sincere apology, but I haven't called him since then, and he asked for some space. It's only been 2 days, but by the time I'm sending this, I may have called by the time you read this. Laugh out loud. Help a girl out, please. I love this man and it will absolutely kill me if we break up. Hope you read this. Thanks a lot. Do you know what, yeah? When I was on my way
God
here...
God forbid a girl doesn't have a good memory.
God forbid. I saw a TikTok and the guy was basically saying, I can't lie, if you're mad at your girl for more than 24 hours, like, you're a bit zesty.
So what? She does something to make you mad.
He was like, how can you be mad for your girl for more than 24 hours? He was like, move on, man, you're doing too much. Which I kind of low-key agree with. Not the zesty part, 'cause that's just dumb, but yeah. Do you know what?
You have to give him the time he needs, you know? Like, fair. I think, in all honesty, if someone was like, I just didn't remember I slept with him, I'd be like...
Yeah, same. I can't lie. Same. I'd be like, damn, how many people has
Yeah, like, damn, who you fucking that you can't remember that you had, like, as in shit.
Yeah,
like,
especially
especially someone that you still see every day. And I'm not saying that it's going to be in your thought. Like, if you had sex with someone in the past and you got a friendship, obviously it's not going to be on your mind every day, like, oh my God, we fucked one day.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah,
I'm still
yeah,
going to know that I slept with this person.
Yeah,
and especially if that person...
I think it would for me.
What?
If I was around someone that I had sex with...
You'd remember all the time that, like, yeah, we fucked. Yeah.
I don't think I would ever, like...
Especially if my man then also knows that person as well. Like, I don't blame your boyfriend for thinking, no, you not kept this for me on purpose. Because what do you mean? We're cool, me and you are mad cool with him. You told me everyone else you slept with, but somehow you don't remember my guy.
And the thing is, I don't doubt that she forgot as well. But I think there's forgot and there's buried deep down. I think that those are 2 very different things.
Right, okay, yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Because... And I think that's what he's struggling with. I think he's like, how can you forget? Because for me, I can imagine forgetting about someone that is not in my world at all. Like, I can get that. But someone that's, and again, I don't want to like unpack her brain because that's not what this is about. But I think that she's buried it. I think she's buried it deep down and she just doesn't put him in that light anymore. But again, that's kind of by the by now, we're here. I think this is his thing. He's pissed about it. He feels away. And you've got to remember, what is old news to you that you've buried is fresh information.
Brand new
to him.
information.
Do you know what I mean? This is brand new information for him. And he's trying to process it. And so for him, he's going to be thinking, but we just had dinner the other day. We're just
chilling. What? So you lot are cackling behind my back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she's in his mind, he's probably thinking there's so many opportunities you've had to tell me. We've even had the conversation about exes and stuff like that. So I think he's in his feelings. I don't think he's going to break up with you, but I think what you do next might determine if you break up with him. Because if he breaks up with you, because if you do too much, you don't want to like push him in the corner to make him... Do you know what I mean? You don't want to speed up his process to even give him that, put that in his head.
Yeah.
I think you need to respect his process, give him time and understand that this is kind of an L on your part and hope for the best.
You have to give him the space he needs. Like, I'm sorry. Like I would be, I can't, if someone said to me, I forgot I slept with him, I will be like...
Yeah, same. I would be like, I don't think that I would.
Because even if you're not lying and you did forget, how can you forget that?
Yeah, exactly. And she's
like, what's going on? Are you all right? What do you mean you forgot that?
And she's saying that she proper did forget. And again, I think that you suppressed it.
And I think, you're probably right. You probably did forget, but also you can't be annoyed with someone thinking, how can you forget who you fucked? Yeah. And I think if it was the other way around, if it was like there was a friend that you guys have been around and it's like, oh my God, shit.
Exactly. And there's many elements.
And also, it didn't even come from you. It wasn't even like on a random day. The memory came and you're like, oh my God, babe, I didn't tell you. The friend said it. Yeah, so I do get why he would be like,
I wonder what context the friend said it. Maybe the friend just, because the thing is, even if the friend assumed that, this is public information, he knows or whatever, why are you even bringing that up anyway?
Why are you, that's like the time me and Amanda slept together. Yeah, like, what's going on here?
Why did he do that? But yeah, I guess if you're all close and stuff like that, I think it's very shady of the friend to just randomly bring that up.
And to be fair, your man's been lenient. Not lenient, but like lenient. Like he's cool that you've slept with other people. There hasn't been it's like, I mean, you're an adult, of course you slept with other people, but that you guys know people mutually that you slept with and same for you and everything's fine. I understand the anger with this because it feels unbelievable. I'm not saying you're lying. It feels unbelievable. And even if it is believable, give me some time to let it digest because that's a close friend of ours.
Exactly. And he's got to remain in your circle.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So this is like, it's just all the time thing. Like this friend is going to remain in the circle. Like it's a lot for him to And then like he feels betrayed. He feels like, bro, you had the especially when it's an open goal. Like you had the opportunity to tell me, and you didn't say shit.
And you didn't say it, yeah.
So he probably does think it's all a little bit shady.
Like I've forgotten the name of someone I've dated, and when I say dated, I mean
loosely.
very loosely.
Yeah.
And like for the life of me, I was like, I cannot remember this man's name.
I definitely have forgotten about people I slept with.
Really?
Yeah, but it's people that like if anyone ever sold a story on me, like one of those old random people, yeah, I'd be like, oh, like, how have you been? Like, what a throwback Thursday. Like, what the hell? TBT. But I think that they've forgotten me too. Like, it's such a like, oh my God, distant,
could it take you long to write a list of everyone, like names and?
Yeah, it'd be all day, mate.
I don't mean long as in in memory wise to kind of remember.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant too. Yeah, some people, I can't lie. Yeah.
But if there's someone now on your thingy that you don't remember, but they walked into this room, you'd be like, oh yeah, shit, we fucked.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. Like even if you're listing all the names now and you miss that one person, when they walked into me, you'd probably be like, oh yeah.
I remember when someone lied on me, but it was so convincing that I couldn't actually tell if he had lied on me. I was like, did we? Maybe we did. I can't remember. But I was like, no, I definitely remembered he lied on me.
Someone lying on me could actually make me want to kill them.
I was like, why are you telling everyone that?
I actually think.
I wasn't angry enough.
A man I've not slept with telling people I could actually kill him.
That's too much of a lie.
I don't think you understand how that kind of thing will bother my whole existence.
Yeah, he proper did. And I was just like, at first I was like, did I? I was like, hell no, I didn't. I actually didn't. I'm innocent.
I did not do this.
Yeah, I did not do that. I'm not guilty of that. But yeah, give your boyfriend time, man. But he won't leave you. We're putting that out there. He will not leave you.
You'll work it out.
Yeah, you'll definitely work it out.
I'll just take him a minute.
Exactly.
All right, next dilemma. Hello to my favourite ladies. I need help figuring out if the guy I was dating is just a bastard or if he was in a relationship the whole time we were together.
I'm the queen of this.
Okay.
I'm ready.
We were dating for a few months and they recently ended things abruptly. He didn't give a specific reason as to why and just kept saying, we don't align. I was really hurt at first as I thought things were going well, but now I'm starting to think he was hiding someone throughout our relationship. Some reasons below. Okay. 1, he could never sleep over because he had OCD and he needs to get used to the environment. This man needs to stay in my house until 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. and then suddenly have to go home. He only managed to sleep over twice. Number 2.
OCD then?
Number 2, I had only been to his place once and this was 2 days before he ended things. He said he was renovating his place and it wasn't safe for me to come over, so he would always come to mine instead. Number 3, this guy had Face ID on both his WhatsApp and iMessage. When I asked why, he blamed it on trauma from his toxic ex. Number 4, lastly, he said he had a breeding kink. I prefer using condoms with new partners to keep things safe and limit pregnancy scares, but he kept begging to not use protection so he could finish in me, and he found it difficult to perform with condoms. So does a breeding kink mean that you have a kink for getting women pregnant?
That's what I thought, but he just has a kink for barebacking, which is just most men.
You can't say someone that likes getting is a breeding kink.
No, that's not.
You can't put kink in something and make it socially acceptable.
Yeah.
You like getting women pregnant and leaving them. And
Yeah,
that's a kink.
that's what a breeding kink sounds like to me. I don't think he does have. I think he just wants to not use condoms.
I can't imagine a day in my life where a man
That is the dilemma.
sits in front of me, looks at me, be like, yeah, because I got a breeding kink. I'm calling the police.
Exactly.
now.
I'm sewing up my vagina.
I'm calling the police now. Not only to keep me safe, to keep the streets safe, you monster. A breeding kink.
This guy is using too many buzzwords. This is why I don't like men learning things, because they weaponize it.
No, this one has made a breeding kink. You like to just get women pregnant. You are an irresponsible member of society.
Yeah, no, definitely. I wonder how many kids he's got, if any.
I kept my stance and told him to find a way to get used to condoms. After a while, I suggested we both get tested as a compromise, but he ended things shortly afterwards.
Oh, how convenient.
Guys, this is a terrorist.
Yeah, this is definitely a terrorist.
Please let me know what you guys think and please share any tips you have of getting over this fool. P.S. We were meant to spend his birthday together before things ended. The fool said he would reimburse me at any cost spent, but I haven't seen a dime.
Oh my God, this is so layered. I don't even know where the hell to begin. So they're not together anymore.
No, it doesn't even matter
So
if
it
you had a
doesn't
girl the
matter-
whole time.
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter if you had a girl the whole time.
Yeah, that's like the least
It
of your
doesn't
worries.
actually matter. It actually doesn't matter. It actually, like I said, it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah, because there's
doesn't-
many other
doesn't
issues that
matter.
need to be unpacked here. The girlfriend is quite literally bottom of the barrel, like in terms of, list of priorities. Girl, just forget about him. Like, honestly, just forget he ever existed and just move on.
And anytime you feel sad or think, why, remember the man said to you he had a breeding kink. Anytime you just need to shake something off, anytime you've romanticized how good it was and how amazing it was, remember it wasn't, actually. Remember it wasn't
Yeah,
a
it
good
just
time.
wasn't good.
Remember there was loads of issues because it doesn't matter if you had another girl on the side.
Exactly. It doesn't.
It quite
But
literally doesn't matter.
to answer the question for anybody else who it might be catching strays off the back of this dilemma, yes, he did.
Yes, of course.
Because
Maybe not a girl, but he was seeing other people.
OCD is why you can't sleep over.
He was seeing other people.
I've heard it all now.
Yeah.
But you can conveniently stay over the days before he dumped you.
Yeah.
Where was the OCD at then?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And then what was the other thing? The OCD and he only stays over till 4 a.m.
4 a.m. and he'll suddenly need to leave.
Yes, that's all. There was definitely someone else there.
Yes, without a doubt.
Oh God. Okay.
A
Last.
breed. This is
breeding kink.
new. I have never heard that.
They're
in
getting
my
creative.
life.
I'm telling you, they are getting
As in,
creative.
like you to actually get pregnant, or just the kink of
I think it's the raw sex. of it
maybe
all.
you
no way.
just want to have raw sex.
Ain't no way. But he's
I'm
like,
searching it. I've never heard of it before.
it's made up. That's why. I don't think that's the thing.
All right, next dilemma.
Next and last. Okay. Hiya, girls. Long loyal listener here
Oh, it's a
and love
thing.
the content.
It's on Web MBD.
No way.
Okay, so
What is the description?
a breeding fetish is a strong attraction to the idea of getting someone else pregnant. Frequently, the fetish involves a person with a penis ejaculating with someone with a uterus, breeding them. People with a breeding fetish generally enjoy the risky feeling of potentially permanent circumstances from a sexual act. A child.
You people don't value human life again. We've come
They
full
may
circle.
also enjoy a feeling of power exchange where one partner is submitting to the other. For some, breeding fetishes may be more about role-playing and fantasies, and the power engaging in it will use contraception. Oh, so like, we can play at your kink,
So you can still play.
but I'm using I am on every pill. I'm
Yeah,
doubled up on the pills.
But also, he ran away when it was time to get tested.
Yeah, he's a liar. He's full of shit. He's full of shit.
Even if that was an option,
He just wanted to have sex without condom.
Yeah, that's all.
Is what you'll find here. Anyway,
Anyway,
next dilemma.
Next dilemma. Okay. Hiya, girls. Long loyal listener here and love the content. Thank you both for being the big sisters I never had. Aw.
You.
My dilemma is my friend from college is getting married in 7 months. Okay. We are in a group of 3 from 6 in college, although we have other friends. I would consider them both my close friends. I have noticed weird behaviours in the past 2 years from both. They are the closer ones in the trio, but have noticed things like getting an Uber together and not offering me a space, telling each other secrets, good news, and then telling me after. Getting a lift sorted to and from places and me having to take an Uber, doing so much of life together and rarely inviting me. We are very different and in different stages of life, but I still saw the good in them. They can always meet me as a 2, but I can't meet them separately. It would always have to be together. Anyways, to the wedding, it's in 7 months, and I was so excited for her when she got engaged, congratulated her and everything. She's done the whole process without me, apart from an engagement celebration. She's done the wedding dress shop without me, family celebration without me, secrets without me, everything without me, basically. I am due to be a bridesmaid, but is it even worth it at this point if I feel like shit and not appreciated? Don't get me wrong, I haven't always been the best of friends. I've cancelled, went home early, missed birthdays due to sickness, or not always been upfront. What do I do? Do I even go to the wedding knowing I was part of none of it, or attend but not as a bridesmaid? If I pull her up on it, everything is about her, so this could turn the story. Help a sister out. Best wishes and thank you.
I'm happy that you included the things you have done in it. And I think the things you have done in it is why we are in this situation. I think if you haven't been the best of friend and you've done the things that you listed, I think it's kind of weird to expect people to then consider you their best friend. I think during a time where you missed occasions, where you missed birthdays, when you weren't around for whatever reason that was, they got closer. They formed a relationship at the times you couldn't come out. They formed a routine. They formed closeness. And you kind of can't blame them for that. I think it's fair. Like, you've been made a bridesmaid. I don't think you shouldn't not be a bridesmaid.
Yeah, same. Because that's a big statement.
Yeah, like you're still, I think there was something in someone still being a friend, but you're just not my closest friend. Like, there's no award to be like, and you're being crowned the best friend. And you're like, many people have close friends, and people in their close friendship groups do different things for them, right? There are certain people that are like incredibly close to, and they know all these things about me. And some people that I'm close to, but I don't know these things about me, just because people have different things.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned that they are almost at the same place in their life. So they kind of have more in common than what you do. I don't think because you are not the best friend that you shouldn't show up to the wedding.
Yeah, I totally agree. It doesn't feel like they're purposely icing you out or anything. I just think that this is just the dynamic. And that does happen, like sometimes, especially in a trio, like there's dynamics that make it a bit more complicated because it might optically look like someone's left out. Do you know what I mean? But I'm sure if you spoke to them, they would have a very different perception of what's going on.
Amanda is a shady bitch for this dilemma. Amanda is our producer. She's a shady bitch with this. She's like, who would know best? These two would know.
We are well versed on this scenario. I will say that. But do you know what? I'm well versed in this. I've been in many trios before in my life. I've been in so many trios of like friends and stuff like that, and it is a very tricky dynamic. A trio. Especially if two people have a lot in common and then you might be the one person that has a lot less. And I remember I've been in a trio where I was kind of like not left out, 'cause I never saw it as left out. I just saw it as like they've got this thing that bonds them and unites them and I'm not part of it and I don't really care. It didn't really affect or impact like how I felt about the friendship as a whole. They just had that thing kind of thing. But yeah, I think that you have you've taken accountability for the things that might have been contributing to why you're not in the, exactly the same level as them. I don't know how else to put it, but I definitely think you should still go to the wedding. I don't think now is the time to like pull out and do all of that. Go to the wedding, show up, and actually use this as an opportunity to show up, to make up for lost time. I feel like if you've missed out on big life events in the past, whether it's through your fault or no fault of your own, you've got the opportunity to like really, really show up. And if you want to cement that sort of leverage in the relationship, use this as the opportunity.
I want to know what she means by she's not allowed to meet them one-on-one. Is it that they don't show up? Is it that they say no?
Exactly.
Is it that you suggest as in like what happens? And like also like if these relationships mean something to you, there's nothing wrong with sitting them down to be like, hey girls, I know I haven't always been around, but like I miss you girls and I really want to feel like close to you guys as well. Like there is nothing wrong in that suggestion and be like, I want to spend some one-on-one time, I want to spend time together. Like I love that you're my friends and I love you guys and I just want to feel closer to you because I feel a bit left out. And if these people are genuinely your friend, they won't want you to feel left out and they will figure it out and you guys will fix it. So I'm intrigued to know what you mean by that. And also it's like I'm a big person on speaking something like if we're all going to somewhere together and you guys come up like, oh, why don't you tell me we're meeting up?
Yeah, the lift thing is weird.
Yeah. Because what do you mean?
Yeah.
We're all going home from the event. You're like, okay, bye. And even one singular person by themselves. That feels a bit bitchy.
That's very, very
I think there's a difference between like they're closer and there's things that are like, this is bitchy. Because
that's inexcusable.
Yeah.
In what freaking world would you all be at the same place and they've sorted themselves out and
and it sounds like you all going to the same route. So what do you mean I can't jump?
Exactly.
As soon as that Uber comes, me, I even jump in because I think of course it's for all of us. Because what do you mean? It's just for you two.
Even if they weren't on the same route, that's very strange.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's very weird.
Yeah, I don't think maybe say it now. Like let her wedding happen. Do your role as the bridesmaid. Do what you need to do, and then maybe after, just be like, I know we're in different places, whatever. But I miss my girls. I want to show up more. How can I show up more, and how can we like fix this?
100%. Timing.
There's
really
a conversation to be had.
Timing really is everything.
Yeah.
Like, do not say it now.
Don't say it now because they'll be like, well, girl, get out my face.
Exactly.
I'm trying to plan my
feelings
wedding.
Might be heightened now because of there's an occasion to like pinpoint certain things, but now is absolutely not the time. Yeah, exactly. You're still. I think that's what it is. I think that's very telling.
I think if you weren't made a bridesmaid, then I'd be like, okay, girl, you get the point. Yeah.
Being a bridesmaid that's a very big statement, I think. But yeah, just wait till later. I think
because I've learned to get quite comfortable in the role I play in people's lives. That like these two might have something in common more in this thing that I've got nothing to do with, and it's okay. Like let people have that.
There's
thing.
not going to be like equity and
I've got like friends that are mothers, so like in that thing they are closer to that thing because they have experiences, and I just I don't even get involved in the conversation. That was my own.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with me.
I think
Got nothing to add.
I think that's self-awareness, and just to be like, it's not always like personal. It's just some things just are what they are. Do you know what I mean? So it's a learning curve, isn't it? It's, you know, learn these things as you get older. But yeah, just wait, girl. Definitely don't say it before the wedding.
Don't say it. Yeah, someone comes to me and recommended. Yeah, it's selfish. Because I think the defense is, but you're still a bridesmaid. Like, as in, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I think that's very telling, the fact that she clearly raped
And also, some people, it's not like, some people are bridesmaids, but it's not like everyone needs to follow. I've been a bridesmaid at a wedding where, like, I can't lie, my vow was to show up to the wedding. Like, as in the whole pre-bit of like going to go find your dress, because you did that with your maid of honor. You did that with a friend that you were close with. I'm close to you, but I'm not the one. Not all of the bridesmaids were following you around to every appointment.
Exactly.
Like, you picked people who made it.
But that's about it.
I can't lie. So I've been a bridesmaid where I've just showed up on the day.
I've just shown up to hair and makeup in my
dress. Like I've gone to the hen do, I've gone to the things, I've replied in group chats, done all of that. But as far it wasn't my forte.
In the kitchen or whatever the saying is. Do you know what I mean? We don't all need to be performative just to be. Amanda Seale says something that I think like it always sticks with me. She says sometimes you have to operate from a place of being useful and not from your ego.
Yes.
So it's just like, for now, I'm not needed. So actually me recognizing that I'm going to fall back is more important than me just trying to force myself to make a point. Do you know what I mean?
I have no need to play head girl. Like, I have no need to play head friend the crown of the best friend. Exactly. We know what this relationship is. Exactly. Like, I don't need to play. Like, I always find it funny when there was like a bridesmaids group chat and you can just see head girl coming to talk.
I know.
Hi guys.
Exactly. On behalf of the bride.
The best friend award. Please leave me out of it. Like, and as soon as I spot the person that's taking that role, I'm like, you take it, baby.
Let them have it.
Don't you worry.
I'm not fighting
I'm not going to fight this role.
Yeah.
Like, I think the only girl who should really take that role, take that seriously, is the best friend or the sister.
Same. The best friend, the sister.
Yeah.
Maid of honor.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody else I was trying to be like, but actually I know her deeper. I think she would actually, it's the worst when you're trying to plan a gift for someone and someone was like, no, but I don't actually think she would like that, you know. I feel like, okay.
You come up with something.
So, head girl of knowing our friends.
Exactly.
you
get the gift and we'll just give you the money. And then we'll contribute
because since you are the one that, you're the only one that speaks to her. You're the only one that knows her the best. So is her. Take the lead and we'll follow suit.
Yeah, those dynamics are so jarring.
Yeah, but I think after the wedding, just sit her down and be like, I miss you girls. I want to be closer. And it doesn't have to be, why do you leave me out? It's like, I want to be closer to you.
Yeah.
How can we fix this?
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
Agreed.
Yeah. And also I think it's a weird thing to like let people down quite a few times. This expect like I think after a couple of times of saying no to invites, people stop inviting you.
100%. Like you have to get over yourself, and you have to even be the person that's like, do you know what? I deserve to not be invited.
Yeah.
Because I always flop. I never show up. I can never.
And if you're that person, you should message that girls. I know I always flop, but please, I'm down. Like, please
I'm
message me.
Yeah, exactly. Like communicate that, because I do think it's unfair to just expect people to keep on trying and for you to just keep on them to just reject you all the time.
Yeah.
Like any person's, do you know what I mean? Anyone's going to get tired. Like, oh, we almost know. And sometimes I actually think it comes from a place of love. Like, I know you're not going to want to come to this. I know you're not going to be available. I kind of know your schedule. It's not personal. So yeah, I think look inward.
Yeah, there are many things my friends know to not invite me to. I'm not coming to that.
It's just not a bit of that.
Yeah. They'll be like, oh, there's a housewife. You know I'm not coming to a housewife.
Exactly.
Like it's okay if I see you all at that event because you know damn well I wasn't coming to that.
And it's not coming from a bad place. It's just we know you. And it's just is what it is, you know? So yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
That's all, folks.
That is it for this episode of Your Receipts. Not Your Receipts, the Receipts podcast. All of it. All of
the things encompassing.
In one. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed it. Love for the love, my G's. I've been your girl, Tolly T.
And just call me Audrey.
Bye.